Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to The Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Today, the Lady Eagles will be taking on Trinity Baptist College in this NCCAA South Region matchup. Hi, I'm Garrett Ordway, and with me this afternoon is Carrie Ordway. We'd like to welcome you into this exciting matchup. Carrie, what are your thoughts heading into this 2 o'clock matchup between these two teams?
You know, this day is the last day of regular season matchups, and so it's one of those, it's kind of a mental thing that you want to end this season, at least your home season, kind of with a bang. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing them coming out strong and really executing some good offense.
Right, Pensacola Christian College did defeat Trinity Baptist last weekend 3-0. They'll look to get off to a good start here today. They'll play Welch later on this evening, but we are going to pause for the national anthem and join you back after the starting lineups.
Welcome to The Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between Trinity Baptist College and your PCC Lady Eagles. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting us be able to come here. Please help us to play the best of our abilities on both sides. Help there to be no injuries, and help us to remember you in all that we say and do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Trinity Baptist, number 1, Jael Jordan. Number 6, Chloe Phillips. Number 14, Ashley Chevalier. Number 17, Maggie Borgholzer. Number 28, Carlin Pointer. Number 41, Ashley Shaw. And number 99, Morgan Wells. Trinity Baptist is led by Coach Leah Bennett. And now, the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. A senior from Cleveland, Tennessee, number 3, Bethany Gamble. A senior from Port St. Lucie, Florida, number 7, Brittany Hunter. A junior from St. Anne, Illinois, number 8, Allie McWhirт. A junior from Durham, North Carolina, number 12, Victoria Hamilton. A junior from Beloit, Wisconsin, number 17, Cora Lathers. A junior from Phoenix, Arizona, number 19, Kenzie Folker. And a freshman from Grand, Michigan, number 20, Michaela Kinney. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Kaylin Oman with assistant coach Supa Leota. The officials for today's game are Leslie Majewski, John Evans, Ray Rora, and Alexander Evans.
All right, well, we just heard the starting lineups. Teams are shaking hands and getting ready to take the court. Carrie, what are some of those fundamentals? Feels like we preach about them here a little bit on the broadcast, getting back to those fundamentals. What are a couple of those that you're looking to see the Lady Eagles start well with today?
Definitely serves. That's something that's completely within your control. It doesn't have anything to do with the other team that you're playing, so that's completely manageable on your own. So looking at some serves, and then looking at some of the defense. Just getting a good first pass up to the setter. I think that is something that might be a little bit challenging against a team like Trinity, who might have some unconventional offense that the Lady Eagles might need to adjust to a little bit.
Right, chatting a little bit before the game, we saw that out of Calvary when we were together last Tuesday, and then the Lady Eagles noticing that during warm-ups as well. It's just a bit different than the normal pattern and trend you'd see from other opponents that they face.
Yeah, so sometimes when you have a team like this who perhaps their hits are not as strong or as hard as some of the other teams that the Lady Eagles have faced throughout the season, even though their hits aren't as hard, they're just oddly placed and they have odd speeds to them. And so much of sports is just recognizing those patterns and just reacting to patterns that you see over and over again. And then teams like this come in and just kind of disrupt what you normally expect to see.
Certainly. Well, we'll look for the Lady Eagles to get off to a good start here with Cora Lathers back to serve here to get this game started. Set up for Trinity. Hamilton handles the pass. Ends up with a swing for Gamble, and it's just wide.
Like we mentioned with Calvary the last time that the Lady Eagles played at home, it is going to be interesting to see if the Lady Eagles can execute a really strong offense. They should have a lot of opportunities to do so in this afternoon matchup.
Good swing there from the senior Hunter as she finds a cross-court kill. Hannah Romero will enter to serve for Gamble. Good serve to the back row. Trinity will get a swing in here. Chloe Phillips with that one. Folker, a back set to McGirt, who gets it over. Another one for Phillips. Off the block of McGirt there. Folker, this time back row for Hamilton. A swing. Dug out, though, by J.L. Jordan. That one, oh, and just wide. I heard some ins. Lathers decides to let it go, and it was just out.
Yeah, she followed that all the way to the line and was confident that that was going to be out.
Romero up and over. Phillips again with the swing. Romero there. Gets it to Folker. Hunter kind of in the middle, and she swings, and it just finds the corner.
It's 2 hits from Hunter so far this set where she has found that far corner and that far line. That's a tough spot to defend.
Romero with a good serve here. This one up for Phillips again on that strong side for Trinity. In the middle this time, Carlin Pointer gets it over for Trinity, and a good swing from Hunter again. Finding the hot hitter, and she's doing a good start of that here, getting Hunter in play. Romero, another good one. Pointer, but blocked by McGirt for the score. McGirt always active, starting the Eagles' defense.
It's interesting that I think this is the only season that McGirt has played where she has played consistently in the front row through the whole season, and she has just really adapted to that position really well. Sometimes switching those front row positions can kind of mess with your timing, and her timing looks better than ever here in this middle position.
Lady Eagles with a good dispersion of both youth and experience. McGirt, Fulker, outside for, oh, it ends up being McGirt there along the net with the free ball. A swing there, and it's wide. Point for the Lady Eagles. 7-1, they've stretched the lead out early. Romero looks to keep it going. Oh, over and, oh, it just finds a home between the front and back lines, and it's a point for Trinity Baptist. Carlin Pointer back to serve. Hamilton to Fulker. McGirt takes a swing on the strong side. She'll now switch into the middle. Over for the block, over it though. Lathers, Fulker, back row swing for Romero. Boy, we've really seen her find a good place this season with those back row attacks.
Yeah, absolutely. Between Romero on the back row and then having Grace Liu as well as Tori Hamilton, all three really strong, proficient hitters on the back row. That's been a great offense option for Fulker.
Liu will now serve. Pointer takes it. Oh, a tight ball there. Oh, and the Trinity Baptist wins that joust. Madison Hamilton entering the game for Trinity Baptist. Ashley Shaw exits, and it is Maggie Burkholzer, the setter, back to serve. Oh, and that one just wasn't quite passed effectively, and it's a point for Trinity Baptist. Lady Eagles passing been good so far this evening. We're hoping to see them get off to a good start. Liu that time up to Hamilton. McGirt ends up taking it off the block and down on Trinity Baptist side. McGirt heads back to serve. Michaela Kinney, a starter, swaps in for the libero into the front row. Hamilton ends up with the swing off the block. Still alive for Trinity Baptist. This one a free ball over. Liu ends up taking it. Fulker back row for Romero. A little bit of a roll there, but it's played by Trinity Baptist. A cross-court swing. Oh, Fulker with the dump, and it's still alive. Oh, off the block of McKinney and down. And Lathers will enter for McGirt. Oh, and a great tip there by Fulker, recognizing the empty space.
Yeah, and that's one of those benefits of having Fulker in the front row. We see her attack effectively regardless of if she's setting from the back row or from the front row, but when she is coming from the front row, she can really take a little bit more advantage of those tight passes.
This one just over. Hamilton handles it. Fulker. Gamble was coming to the inside, set pusher a little bit back out, but she was able to handle it off a Trinity Baptist arm and out for a point for the Lady Eagles. Fulker now serving. Good one. Little out of system play here from Trinity Baptist. Hamilton ends up going on two. A good one down the line, but handled. And that one's just into the net. I believe that might have been, let's see, Ashley Chevalier along that back row. Fulker with the good serve, handled by Maggie Burkholzer. Hamilton ends up going on two. Tight one there. Fulker. Gamble goes on two, and oh, it's just long. Good swing by Gamble. We like to see her aggressive on that weak side.
Absolutely, and being left-handed, she's so naturally inclined for that position.
Morgan Wells up to serve, dug there by Liu. In the middle for Kinney. Oh, and good swing there by Kinney. Playing in the middle, we've seen that just recently from Kinney. What type of adjustment needs to be made going outside to middle?
There's all sorts of timing adjustments that you'll have to make coming from outside to middle. A lot of times those middle positions are just, those middle attacks are just a lot quicker, and you have to just speed up your transition times.
That anticipation for a freshman, getting used to that timing, certainly.
Yeah, and if you think about her being a freshman, as a freshman you come in and you're adjusting to a different pace of play to begin with, and then to even further adjust with switching positions.
In the middle of a season.
In the middle of a season, yeah.
Hamilton, jump serve here. And it's in. Still alive. Oh, Kinney ends up hitting it over. Hunter with the swing, and it's another kill for Hunter. Off to a good start here. Our Hunter and the Lady Eagles, a 16-6 advantage in this first set. We've definitely seen the Lady Eagles limit their errors, and with this 16-6 lead, we'll head to our first timeout. All right, 16-6 here. Hamilton with another serve. In the middle. Handled by the libero Lathers. Oh, and a big swing from Gamble. Looked like she was in rhythm on that one.
Absolutely. That's exactly what you want to see Gamble do there from that right side position. And this is such a fun day, being the last day of home matches for the Eagles. For the seniors, this is their last time playing in the Nest. Both of their families are in attendance here, and it's kind of fun to have that extra element to the crowd.
Good serve there from Hamilton. 18-6 advantage here in the first. And that one just finds a home inside the back line. An ace. And we're seeing some changes here. Emma Carnicolis in for Brittany Hunter in the front row. With this jump serve of Hamilton, what makes it so hard relative to a float serve or a traditional overhand serve?
One, it's a really strong topspin, so it's going to always take a dive before you would necessarily expect it to. It's coming from a higher starting point than what a non-jump serve would, so it can get more of a downward angle on it. And then she's just able to get a little bit more force into it, so the trajectory is a little bit quicker as well.
Just missed as that one hit the top of the tape there. And it'll send Madison Hamilton back to serve. We saw her setting for Trinity Baptist when she was in the front row. Volker ends up having to just hit a free ball over. Oh, and that swing from Carlin Pointer just evades the block of Kinney. And it's a point for Trinity Baptist. Oh, and that one just overpassed there from Hamilton. Kinney, Gamble, Carnicolis in the front row. Hamilton, Volker, Lathers in the back row. Oh, and that one dipped just in front of Hamilton. And a point for Trinity Baptist. Look to see them adjust here on the serve receive. Lathers to Volker. Touched up. Gamble ends up getting it over. Nicely done there with a difficult serve. Oh, and that one just finds the far side of the court, close to us. Oh, and that one just long. Point for the Lady Eagles. That serve of Madison Hamilton reminded me of Kenzie Folker, who stands well behind the back line. And just a bit of a different look than I guess you see otherwise. Gave the Lady Eagles some problems, but they got out of it there, and Cora Lathers serves to give the Lady Eagles a 22-11 lead. Dug up high from Trinity. A swing there. Folker keeps it alive. Hamilton, McWhird, and they just don't quite get that one over.
You'd really like to see the Lady Eagles tighten up in these last 2 points and kind of get some momentum built up to carry into the second set.
You don't want that complacency setting in here. Folker. McWhird with the big swing off the block, and there's an in-rhythm attack. Romero re-enters for Gamble. Back to serve with a 23-12 advantage. Lady Eagles got off to a good start here in the first set. Good serving, good defense, good offense. Karnikolas ends up going for the swing there. And they've held that lead ever since. Now at set point here, 24-12. Another good one. In the middle for Pointer. Romero gets it to Folker. Wide for Karnikolas with the swing. Handled, still alive. Chloe Phillips ends up getting the swing for Trinity. And that one, is that Folker dumping it?
Yeah.
And finding the line to win the first set, 25-12 for the Lady Eagles. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes for the second set. In the middle. Handled by the libero Lathers. Oh, and a big sweep. All right, both teams are taking the court here for the second set. We've got some stats from the first set in front of us. Carrie, what do you notice that you'd like to point out?
The Lady Eagles did a really good job with their hitting in that first set, ending up with 13 kills, and those kills kind of spread out through all of their hitting options. So that's encouraging to see. Only one service error from the first from the first set, so that's encouraging as well.
Right. Hunter leading the way with 4 kills there on 4 attacks. Perfect on her attempts, and
she seems to have really found her rhythm there on the outside.
Yeah, Folker seems just really well in sync with all of the hitters, whether it's McWirt, Hunter. We saw a good swing from Kinney. Easily going to the back row for Hamilton, and Romero for a couple swings as well. Couple substitutions here as we're getting the match started. I'm sorry, second set started. We've played one already. Eagles winning that 25-12. All right, we'll look for the Lady Eagles to keep that momentum that they started to build towards the end of the second set, end of the first set alive here in the second, and they'll start off with a service error from Madison Hamilton. Grace Liu back to serve. Ooh, a tight one over the net, and it's an ace. You certainly want the serves in, but they've been really competitive today.
Yeah, they really have. That one was super tight to the net and then also dropped a little bit shorter than what you would expect.
That one had a little bit of spin on it. It ends up in an overpass. McWirt swings. Oh, and it's just wide. Point for Trinity Baptist. Sends Jael Jordan back to serve. Ends up in an ace, and she'll head back to serve again. McWirt, Folker to McWirt again. Big swing, handled, oh, and just tipped over. Lady Eagles will get another run at their offense. Hamilton ends up with it and gets the kill. The set, I'm not sure if that was a planned play. It ended up being too high for McWirt.
I think it was.
Got it.
I think it was planned, and that was really good. Hamilton's timing was a little bit off, but she made a really good adjustment and kind of placed that off-speed hit just where it needed to be.
Oh, a good second hand there from Hamilton at the net.
It was good defense by McWirt to get all the way over there as well.
From the service line, right. Trinity Baptist goes on 2 there. A great pass, and it ends up in the middle. And Kinney and Folker just out of sync there. Point for Trinity Baptist. Good scramble by the Lady Eagles, doesn't quite pay off, but they'll head back to serve receive. Folker in the middle this time for Kinney, off the block and down. Romero will exit for Gamble to enter the front row, and Folker will head back to serve. Just long there from Folker. Point for Trinity Baptist. They'll make a substitution. Madison Hamilton entering for Ashley Shaw. Maggie Burkholtzer serving. Gamble ends up with a swing. She'll now switch sides. No offense needed, though, as the Lady Eagles earn the point.
You really want to see the Eagles be able to keep up a high-pressured game against an opponent that's not really a high-pressure opponent.
Set there in the middle. Phillips ends up taking it. Kinney, Gamble. A little bit odd. Phillips ends up with the swing. Gamble off the hands and out. Point for the Lady Eagles. right? You'd like to see the Lady Eagles keep their good foundations, whether it's on defense or offense, and not, fall into the sloppiness that this game
could easily fall into.
Could easily get into. You don't want to be playing to the level of your opponent, if you will, here as Trinity making a few errors. You'd like to see Pensacola stay on top of the game.
And that's something that's difficult to do. It's often a mental struggle to do that, because just when that pressure is not there, it's up to you to produce that same pressure for yourself. But also knowing that this provides a really great opportunity to let loose a little bit and to try some of those harder offenses and to swing a little bit harder and get some of those games or those reps in a game situation in.
Tight here in this second set. Gamble ends up with the swing off the block. High for the setter, Madison Hamilton. Morgan Wells ends up hitting it over. Hunter with the cross-court attack. Little off speed, and it ends in a point.
Potentially working in her favor, actually, with that little bit, that off speed.
Lathers with the good serve. Madison Hamilton for Morgan Wells. Maybe off the hands there of the block, McWhort. Gamble with the big swing. Oh, and it goes off the shoulder and over. McWhort and Hunter both up for it. Kill to the Lady Eagles. Not sure which of those ended up getting it.
That was a great job by Cora Lathers being ready for that. That was not a ball that you would expect to go over.
Right, a little awkward there, and she'll head back to serve again. Set up, Hunter. Folker sends it deep, handled by Trinity, still over. In the middle for McWhort, big swing. Off Phillips, she gets out of the way, but no Trinity Baptist player there for the second hit. McWhort, Hunter, Gamble in the front row. Oh, a good serve there by Lathers. And it ends in point for the Lady Eagles. 10-6. A few service points here in a row for the Lady Eagles. And we'll head to our first timeout. Trinity Baptist using their first timeout to try to stem the Lady Eagles' run. Cora Lathers will be back to serve. Over and in. Madison Hamilton sets it up for J.L. Jordan. A block there from the Lady Eagles, and it ends in their favor. Block has been a good start of the defense for the Lady Eagles, and it ends, this point ends in a service ace again for Cora Lathers. Oh, that one just a little low. Point for Trinity Baptist. We'll send Morgan Wells back to serve, and the libero exits for Carlin Pointer in the front row. Little top spin handled by Lathers, a bit tight. Folker gets it to Hunter though. This one high for J.L. Jordan. In the middle, McGuirt gets the swing on it, and it goes off the hands of Chloe Phillips and out for a point. Bailey Barbosa entering this time for Bethany Gamble, back to serve. JL Jordan there, up high, a poor contact though, and a point for the Lady Eagles. A good serve there, and the pass is wide, and yes, that second hit does go outside the antenna.
These are some strong serves from Bailey here in the back row.
Right, getting some action here today. Oh, and that one,
Just in
the
time.
announcer's curse.
Yep.
Service up there from Madison Hamilton. Oh, and just off the pole there. Point to the Lady Eagles. Lou entering for Hunter. Carnicolis entering for Tori Hamilton. And it'll be Lou back to serve. Oop, a missed touch there from Maggie Bergholzer. And the Lady Eagles have pulled away in this second set, now leading 17-8. Oh, a good one there from Lou, and it's an ace. Adjusts her serve. Trinity Baptist handles it though. McGuirt blocks it, and it's down for a point.
Once again, just that really good timing from the front row.
Lou with the serve in the middle. A big swing there from Carlin Pointer. And a kill from Carnicolis. Coach Leah Bennett from Trinity Baptist wants her second timeout of this second set. Second timeout of this second set for Trinity Baptist. Lady Eagles of Pensacola Christian leading 28. A good serve there from Lou. Up in the middle for Pointer. Blocked. Oh, and then McGuirt ends up winning the joust. All over that front row. Lou moving to the corner this time for the serve. Ends in a point, has that one handcuffed. I believe Morgan Wells there a little bit. 22-8, Lou serving. Taken that time by Ashley Chevalier. Folker sets it over to Carnicolis, off the block, still alive for Trinity. A little bit of a low set, but handled. Barbosa this time with the set. Folker then becomes an attacker, and she gets the kill.
This is really a fun rotation that we have right here with Barbosa setting, I believe, from the back row, and then getting to see Folker playing in just a hitting position. It's not too often that we see her having that freedom to just be hitting and not worry about setting as well.
Good hands there on the set from Barbosa. Another one here, back set for Folker. Barbosa to McGuirt. And a point for the Lady Eagles. Barbosa looks like she has that little jump into her set. Looks like she gets some rhythm as she gets those hands ready. Lou now serving for the second set point, and with that errant pass, Lady Eagles win the second set by a final score 25-8, taking a 2-0 lead.
It's a passion that unites us. It's a passion that unites us. The heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
All right, and as we get set for this third set, the Lady Eagles lead 2-0. What are you looking for the Lady Eagles to come out to do here to win this third set in the match?
You know, if they did what they did the last set, it would be a pretty good set. They really executed their offense well. There were some really good attacks that we saw out of them. Once again, a lot of kills coming out of that second set. They seemed to be aggressive, and like we mentioned in the second set, the difficulty of keeping the pressure on yourself when your opponent isn't applying the pressure. They did a great job of that. So just seeing all of that carried through to the third set.
6 aces for the Lady Eagles in that second set after 4 in the first set. And it'll be Grace Liu back to serve first. Ooh, ticks the top of the tape, but over. And a wave here from the line judges as that contacted the net outside the pole, I believe is the signal there. Liu moving around on that back line for her second serve. This one for Pointer. That one out, and the up official signals a touch there on the block from the Lady Eagles, so point for Trinity Baptist. Lady Eagles were tied there in that second set 6-6 before going on quite a run, just showing the consistency they were able to put together. That serve handled by Lou, up high for Hamilton. Big swing off the block of Phillips and out, point for the Lady Eagles. Kinney enters the front row. McWhort a little bit low and into the net. Lathers re-entering as the libero. Ashley Shaw entering for Trinity Baptist, as well as Allie Thrash back to serve. Ooh, a diving attempt there from Lou, but it just evaded her. And the ace goes to Trinity Baptist. Ooh, that one a little low, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. Gamble enters the front row for Romero. And Folker heads back to serve. Good one handled by Trinity. Ashley Shaw gets it over from Trinity Baptist. In the middle for Kinney. A big swing and it lands.
It was a really good position for that hit to land, just deep in that back corner. That's a difficult position to defend. We've seen Hunter hit that position several times already throughout this match.
Folker, another good serve. This pass really high, tight, handled though by Trinity. Oh, a swing off the tape and down on the Lady Eagle side. Morgan Wells with a smile after that kill. Serve there, Gamble ends up passing it to Folker. Kinney in the middle with the roll. Oh, and that off speed just ends up dropping. Hunter re-enters for Lou. Tori Hamilton with the jump serve here. Dug up high, a big swing and out. That time from Morgan Wells, point for the Lady Eagles. Hamilton with a good jump serve there. A hard pass comes back over. Gamble ends up kind of setting it over there to Hunter. That one touched. Hunter is there though. Up for Hunter. And a good swing. Point for the Lady Eagles. Kinney, Gamble, Hunter in the front row. Oh, just over from Hamilton. A little top spin on that serve, climbed over the net. (8-4) advantage in this third set for the Lady Eagles. That one didn't quite get over. Pointer entering for Madison Hamilton for Trinity Baptist. Sending Morgan Wells back to serve. Received by Lathers. Kinney up on the weak side with the swing and the kill. That'll send McWhort into the front row as Lathers heads over to serve. Up in the middle, Pointer with the touch. Gamble ends up going on two, and it's a good one.
A big swing out of Gamble on a quick play.
Yeah, it looks like she's gained some confidence here today, and it gives the Lady Eagles a 10-5 lead.
You mentioned gaining confidence, and that's something that is one of the best things against playing or about playing matches like this. When you are able to consistently apply that pressure, it shows you what you're capable of. It's just really encouraging, and it's a good way to build momentum into future matches as well.
All right, the Lady Eagles will face a tough opponent this evening, Welch, at 6, and that'll be their last one before the regional tournament next weekend.
When you think about
Go ahead.
When you think about games like this, a win, of course, is always a win, but there's different qualities of win, and these higher quality wins can do a lot more to carry you on in the future matches.
The block was there, but it did just fall on the Lady Eagles' side. A serve there dug by Hamilton, but over. Folker, Gamble. There it is, a big swing from Gamble, 12-6. Lady Eagle advantage. Barbosa now entering the game for Gamble. And we'll see, it looks like Barbosa setting as she enters the game. This one's still up. Folker right there, and she gets the kill. We'll see if the stats score that as a kill or a block. Either way, good job from typically the setter, Folker. Barbosa, good serve. Dug up high. McWirt there on the block. Folker to Hunter. I'm sorry, Barbosa to Hunter. So used to calling Folker the setter out there. Barbosa, back set for Folker. It's a good one. Good swing by Folker as well, off the block, handled by Trinity Baptist so far. Phillips. Folker able to set still, and she gets it to Hunter, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. The advantage of having that second setter on the court on display there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also the advantage of someone like Barbosa, who has played a lot of defense even this season. You see her going after a lot of those balls on that first pass, but then there's also a great second setting option.
Hunter alert there on the dig. Ends up in a swing for the Lady Eagles. Oh, Hamilton just gets it. Barbosa a little awkward, but Folker gets the swing in. Touched over. Oh, McWirt wants to go on two, and she does. Oh, Phillips with a good swing, but Lathers gets it. Oh, and Hunter. Excellent swing there to finish off that play. Scrambling on both sides, but the Lady Eagles did enough. 15-6, the advantage. Oh, and it just catches the antenna. Barbosa trying to go down the line with that one.
I think it's interesting that one pattern I've seen when you have someone who sets a lot like Folker, then switching into a hitting position, setters have such good court awareness that a lot of times when they switch into that hitting position, you see them make a lot of really smart plays. And we saw that already on display from Folker.
Hunter with the weak side swing there, proving she can do it from anywhere.
We haven't talked about the defense much today, which kind of speaks to the fact that they've done a great job. Defense is one of those positions that you almost don't want to be talked about because it's when you're doing your job as a defense player, it's just assumed that that's what it's going to be like. Not the showiest position, but the Lady Eagles defense has done a great job of setting up the Eagles offense.
And a 17-7 advantage now for the Lady Eagles, leads to Trinity Baptist. Timeout. All right, the first time out there in this third set from Trinity Baptist, with the Lady Eagles leading 17-7. Grace Liu serving for Pensacola Christian. Set up there for Pointer. Lathers in position on the dig. Barbosa in the middle for McWirt. Handled by Trinity Baptist. Pointer again, this time off the block and out. Point for Trinity Baptist. Folker and McGort were there, but just off one of their hands and out. Madison Hamilton re-enters to serve. This serve has given the Lady Eagles trouble, and that one just dives inside the back line. Tough, deep serve there. Lady Eagles will look to receive this one, but it's short and into the net. And McGirt will head back to serve. Folker, Carnicolis, and Kinney in the front row. McGirt with a good serve there. Up high for Wells, off the block. Another attempt for Wells. That one catches some hands, and it's a point for the Lady Eagle. I'm sorry, for Trinity Baptist. Jordan exits for Shaw. Phillips exits for Thrash. And Trinity Baptist will head back to serve. Ooh, a short one dug though by Lou. Off the block there. Wells, this one's out. No touch that time. Point for the Lady Eagles. Hannah Romero into the front row for Bailey Barbosa. Touched over, handled by Carnicolis. Folker, oh, just outside the line on that dump attempt. Found some empty space, but just couldn't quite keep it in. 19-11, the lead for the Lady Eagles. Romero, Lou, and Lathers back to receive. Lou up high for Folker. This one to Carnicolis on the weak side, but into the net. Romero. Folker in the middle for Kinney with the touch, handled though by Chevalier. That one high, no hands, and it's a point for the Lady Eagles. Lou will exit for Brittany Hunter. And Carnicolis will exit for Tori Hamilton. Hunter, Romero, Kinney in the front row, Hamilton, Folker, Lathers in the back row. Oh, a great jump serve there by Hamilton. Folker sets Kinney in the middle, good swing there. Kinney this time outside to Hunter. She stays hot with a good swing, but handled by Trinity Baptist. Free ball over, Hunter. Lathers ends up going on two. Romero gets a swing, and it's a good one. Point for the Lady Eagles. Over on the weak side, Hannah Romero. Of course, I think all three of the front row players got really good swings in on that volley.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kinney, then Hunter, then Romero got the finish, and that's a poor second hit, leading to a point for the Lady Eagles. Hamilton over, taken by Phillips, up high for... Oh, and it just ticks over the net. Kill for Ashley Shaw.
That was one of those plays like we've talked about where you just don't really expect that to happen.
Timing was a little bit awkward, and it worked in Trinity Baptist's favor. Lathers up high for Folker. Hunter with a good swing, dug by Trinity Baptist, but over. Lathers, Folker, Romero gets there on the weak side, and it's off the block and out. Kinney exiting as McGirt goes to the front row. Lathers switches over to the service position, and she'll toss it up here with the Lady Eagles leading 23-13 in this third set. Looking to close it out quickly here, and Romero with a good swing on the weak side.
Romero just brings some really excellent timing that I think is the result of having played so many sports growing up, really a multi-sport athlete. We see her adjust to different situations really well.
No touch whistle there. Fourth contact for Trinity Baptist ends this third set and the match, 25-13 victory.
We would like to thank the
for
Andrews
the
Institute
Lady
for
Eagles.
providing team positions.
Teams
Dr.
are shaking
Adam
hands.
Anns and
We'll be back on the live stream together at 6 p.m. for the Welch College facing the Lady Eagles on senior night. Carrie, any final thoughts here? Lady Eagles played an excellent game early this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they set themselves up really well for the later match this evening, so I'm excited to see how they're going to finish out their home season.
We saw a lot of different players getting involved there. Great win today from the Lady Eagles. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll join us again this evening.